Hey guys, how's it going? Rob or Warshak, if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today, because you guys really enjoyed the Malagos pre-video I did discussing the deck and kind of the cool intricacies to it, I'm going to do the same thing for the Death Rattle Rogue deck. This is the deck that I've been having a ton of fun with. There's a lot of combinations of cards, and there's a lot of intricacies to each and every turn, allowing for multiple styles of play and multiple plays per turn to allow you to feel like, you've actually done something really cool that turn out of the, 12 plus options you had. So the key parts of this deck, what makes it really cool and what drives the value is the Devilsaur Egg and the Mechanical Whelp. These two guys, their death rattles allow them to summon minions. So normally you'd have this minion, you'd play it, it'd die, you get the one minion that comes off of the death rattle. But this deck synergizes a little bit further and allows you to proc that death rattle or trigger it to allow that minion to come out if even though the Devilsaur Egg or the Whelp didn't die. And these cards are cards like your Necrom Blade, your Necrom Vial, and your Carnivorous Cube. These guys allow you to pop it early or actually kill your minion and then summon two more. So one of the most value-oriented things you could possibly do is Carnivorous Cube, one of your Devilsaur Eggs or your Whelp, and then use your Necrom Vial on the Carnivorous Cube, which triggers the Death Rattle triggers the death rattle of the Carnivorous Cube twice. But since the Carnivorous Cube summons two of them, you actually get 4 minions off of just using the vial on the cube, which is absolutely insane. So making 4 7/7s, plus you get the cube that's going to summon 2 more 7/7s is crazy. Another huge value generator in this deck is Valero, because it allows you to it allows you to basically duplicate a minion or a spell that costs 5 or less, because obviously if a minion or spell costs 6, you can't play 2 of them in a single turn. So cards like you can cube a cube, you can cube twice, you can use 2 Striders, you can use 2 Minstrels, you can use 2 Necrom Blades, you can use 2 Necrom Vials. I mean, the combos are endless, and the amount of value you get through her is priceless. So that's why this deck is basically able to stand toe-to-toe with any control deck that's trying to outvalue you. The Warriors, for example, the Baku Warriors, we eat them alive. We just absolutely eat them alive. Togwoggle and Malagos Druid, we're able to beat them down before anything really happens. So there's just a lot of power in this deck starting from around turn 5 or 6. Its weakness, though, is against aggressive base decks. So we look at the Spell Hunters, we look at the mid-range Hunters, we look at the Zoo Warlock, the Odd Paladin, stuff like that. Anything that odd rogue, just the very aggressive base decks that revolve around playing a minion every turn and then hitting your opponent in the face. So kind of key things that I put in this deck to hopefully increase the win rate against those particular matchups a little bit more. Cards like Backstab, Doomsayer, Blood Mage, Abyss, and Phantom Knives. These are kind of your bread and butter in the early game, because if you can drop a Doomsayer and it buys you a turn or even kills a minion, that's pretty good. The Cold Blood, you'd be like, well, that's kind of weird. Normally, you can play like a Devilsaur Egg, and then you can Cold Blood the Devilsaur Egg to allow it to attack and actually kill a minion while summoning a minion, which is really big tempo play. The Phantom Knives with the Blood Mage, so let's say your opponent's playing like a Token Druid and they summon Living Mana, you can go Blood Mage into Phantom Knives. Any Zoo deck, Blood Mage into Phantom Knives is huge as well, because being able to do 2 damage to everything on the board, if you think about cards like Flame Imp, Light Warden, the list goes on with 1 to 2 HP minions in any sort of aggressive base deck. And of course, Abyss is a little bit bigger removal that allows you to kill minions with 4 HP or less. So really, really solid deck in my opinion. Besides aggro, another kind of drawback is you have not as much draw in this deck as normal, because if you look at most rogue decks, they either run like Auctioneer, they run Sprint, they run Preps, they prep into Sprint, turn 4, draw 4 cards. This deck only has the Elven Minstrel, but that is because the minions in this deck provide enough value that, like, instead of drawing cards, you're just summoning more minions, which is technically like drawing more minions and playing them. So just think about the resources of creating more minions as kind of your draw mechanic that you would normally use to play those minions anyway. So cards like Umbra allow you to create a lot of value in a single turn and like summon an additional 1 to 2 extra minions, which is technically in my mind like drawing 2 additional cards. So that's pretty cool there. we've gone over basically the core of the deck. Oh, another keynote before we move into the games is Zill, the new legendary mech that allows you to conjoin with another mech. It has the life steal, which is the most important part of this card, as rush and divine shield and taunt. So this deck, as we know, rogues have no healing. So if we add Zill to the deck, there's also mechs in this deck, the mechanical whelp and the 7/7 dragons that come from them. I'm sure in the games that we're gonna play, I'm going to be able to combine the Zill with one of the 7/7 dragons and maybe attack our opponent for like 10 damage and actually be able to life steal for 10. And then when they have to kill it, we gain another 10. So it's like our Reno Jackson kind of for our mechanical whelps to allow us to heal in a deck we normally wouldn't be able to heal in. Plus, with Valero, we can play 2 Zills because it's 5 mana. So we can actually Zill a Zill and have a 6, 6 attack lifesteal if we want to put them together, or just 2 3s if we just want to play them beside each other but not combine them together. So another little cool combo there that's really, really nice. So with that, let's head into the games. Hopefully you've enjoyed our quick little wrap up of what the deck can do, what it's good at and what it's weak to. And yeah, enjoy the games and I'll see you on the other side. Because he played all the Sorcerer's Apprentices like that, I was going to be able to go Fan Knives because of Valera's ability, so I could have cleared his board regardless of Freezing Mind, and after that point his combo is gone. Because he doesn't have Sorcerer's Apprentices anymore, so that's what you like to see. Why does my nose itch so bad? So we're playing against a tempo mage. Did your opponent run Dragonclaw or Lena? No, you don't play that card in you most assuredly do not play that card in Questless Zodia Mage.
We have many secrets.
Science overwhelming.
Alright, watch the plays, chat. Oh, no worries, warrior. Alright, this next turn we go cube, or I can go coin whelp. So if he plays a secret, I go coin whelp. Actually, I think no, it's fine. Either, no matter what I do, I think I'm gonna just play cube. Yep, so I'm gonna trade, go cube this, attack face, and then I get, oh my god, that's so disgusting.
Justice is mine.
GG.
Science overwhelming.
Dude, this deck is annihilating. That's a bad matchup. I think the only reason why we won is because I drew Backstab, though. If we didn't Backstab that Sorcerer's Apprentice, I think we would have lost that game.
Versus Jaina. You asked for it. None can escape my fury.
Another Backstab feels good. We don't have coin, though, which feels less good, but this is still really good. I cannot complain about this hand. Same dude? Nah, the other dude's name was like, this 3 mages in a row. This Hollywood, we played a guy named Moonfire. It was like Moon something, and then we played the Hollywood, and now it's this guy.
An incredible discovery.
They're all tempo mages, though. I normally don't backstab these. I backstab like Mana Worms and Sorcerer's Apprentices. Oh, what up, Panda? Eat, skeet, bang, bang. What's going on, dude? I wonder if Asmo is still doing raiding. Oh, that boss was looking fucking hard as shit. I think he might be done. Yeah, he finished up. I'm 3 right now, but I'm not really trying to climb. I'm just like, this was supposed to be a fun deck, and this deck is actually working. So now I'm just like, not refining it, but I'm just making sure the deck is working as intended. And then from here, we're going to, you know, I'll be able to make a solid deck introduction to this deck and do what we did with the Malagos Druid deck. That was a really good card for him to get, the Geomancer. Oh man, this guy's gonna... I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat me. The only way I'm gonna win this game is if I draw Zill. I don't think I can out-deeps him. Yeah, those are like some really fucking good 2-drops. Those are crazy good.
Welcome to my web.
I didn't swing with my dagger that turn, did I? I needed to swing with my dagger. Because I didn't swing with my dagger. He'd be at 20, 19. Ugh. I think I could have set up like a 2-turn lethal if I was doing it right. I fucked up. There was a 2-turn lethal somewhere in there. Fine, we'll top deck Zill. You know what? I honestly could have played the Minstrel instead of the Spider. And then this had a high chance to draw me into a Zill. Not high, but you know, higher. That's good he's clearing the board. Alright, we're dead next turn. Draw Zill or bust. Bust.
Justice is mine.
Yeah, I should have oh yeah, I was frozen. Never mind. You're right, he frost bolted my face. Oh shit, he doesn't have it.
You win.
That's very The tempo mage that has 7 cards in hand and can't do 6 damage. Lel. Pretty fucking lel. Man's on hot. Grrr, da, da, da. Get it up. Bup, bup.
Maiev versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
None can escape my fury.
I'll get right on it.
Is this right?
I don't have enough mana.
I have to wait to play Doomsayer chat.
Truth is found in death.
I just have to hope it doesn't die. Oh, he has Prince on too. GG, homie. GG. Kitty skeet pap.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Pop, 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 pop. Kitty skeet pop, pop.
Stop copying me! Stop copying me!
Why do you call?
Quick mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody knows about me. Filling the block like hives. 5. You bang bang.
I wonder. Reality brings.
Amazing.
I knew it!
Man, if you didn't get Prince, this would be a 3-3, and I could have killed it and kept the Blood Mage on the board, and then she would have been great for a backstab. That Prince is so good, but this guy was so good too. Void Ripper, that's not really that common of a card in the zoo anymore.
Unity, precision, perfection.
More souls!
Primitive.
If I can heal for 14 off Zill, we're gonna be chilling. If he silences this, I get fucked though. Or if I can get like a cube draw, ugh, it'd be so good. Hellfire, yeah, that's bad. Means I don't get the heal. Means I don't get to heal. Wow, I've drawn both of my vials, both my striders, and both my blades. Someone say rigged game. Can someone say rigged? I drew no death rattles, no vile spine slayers, no cubes, no abysses, but I did draw 2 of my blades, 2 of my vials, 2 of my striders, 2 of my minstrels. I think we did everything we could have done. So now I'm gonna draw a spider right off the bat because it doesn't matter. Alright, good. I would have been upset if I would have drew a spider. Our best top deck would be a Vile Spine Slayer, but it doesn't even matter.
Smart moves. I concede.
Maiev versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
None can escape my fury.
Could be token. Is this a game where I coin minstrel? Might be. It might be, chat. I think it is.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Justice is mine.
Reason being is we didn't have a good 4-drop or 5-drop to play, and we had no death rattles in our hand. So we got to do our best to try to get the shit actually on the board, get the ball rolling. Man, this guy's rampant armor and draw has been off the chain. He's gonna be a 9 mana next turn, chat. I can't do anything.
Thing.
I mean, Blood Mage, Cold Blood, he just swipes. This is like the worst turn 5 I've ever had. I don't see a play here. Oakheart? Maybe. Probably not, though. Fonts?
Justice is mine.
Tondruid's not that popular, so I'm not really worried about Tondruid too much. I am, however, worried about cards that can naturalize.
Justice is mine.
I'm just trying to push as much damage as I can and make it awkward. I actually could have cold-blooded the 7/7, which would have been a really solid play, because now he's gonna... Okay, I was thinking he was gonna maybe use a UI. But this worked out.
Justice is mine.
I know this isn't ideal, but that's what I got. There's the top deck UI.
Justice is mine.
Hopefully I'm not dead. I'm dead to Malagos Moonfire. I need to Zill one of these next turn. I should be able to win next turn. Because I can Zill Cold Blood and heal back up to 50. Or 50-30. Hit the one. Oxycontin, Gatorade, Dirty Sprite, and Lemonade.
My thoughts are plagued.
Engaging TC.
He's gonna take my cube. Oh, thank God.
Locator.
Unity, precision, perfection.
All right. Hit the blunt. This is fun.
Justice is mine.
Oh, I'd actually have 7/7/7 dragons out, but I drew this. I drew a spider at a bad time. That actually, I didn't anticipate to draw this, and that's why I played the way I did, because then I would have much more on the board. But whatever, good enough.
Justice is mine.
You win. I can rest now.
This deck is running through these fools. No one knows it's cool. Gonna post a video on the WW2s. Everybody's gonna watch. Copy, pasta, then play. No one knows how to do it. till the hit payday.
Maiev versus Illyria.
Tremble before the mighty yells. None
All
can
the way.
escape my fury.
On the Hello,
Hello,
Josh.
wanderer. I'll never tell.
Glad I kept this backstab. Secret Hunter, man. Do you think Rogue is the most fun class in the game right now? Pretty good. No complaints with it so far. I probably should have attacked right then, but I wanted to wait a turn.
Justice is mine.
This worked out really well. It's only bad if he Hound Masters. That's annoying too.
Justice is mine.
I could have coined the Whelp guys, but I don't like. I'm gonna end up losing this game because he's gonna be able to do too much damage, and I need to save the coin for the Vile Spine Slayer. We need to get our board back. So like I can win if I value, but I'm not gonna be able to win if he just takes the board from me. And that's why I did the play I made, because I was able to kill more items. Yeah, ho.
Justice is mine.
Fuck with me and get some money. Fuck with me and get some money. No, draw. Such a good card he could have gotten. Not fair. Draw 5 secrets. Hopefully that's like a snipe. I have a feeling it's a freezing trap. Not a freezing trap.
Justice is mine.
I was actually gonna cold blood. I was actually gonna cold blood it and not take the 4, but I thought it'd be freezing trap. So what would that be? Wandering monster? I need to draw Zill. So we know that's not a freezing trap. Then I'm gonna go Vile. Can't go Vile. That's gonna be freezing.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
There's Zil. Oof, the Eagle Horn's gonna get stupid value. The cool on the okay. Oh shit.
Tada!
Justice is mine.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Job done.
Yeah, 14 life is pretty solid. Back up to 30. Dude, adding Zil to this deck was like the best thing I ever could have done.
The greatest wrath is pain. Justice is mine.
Like, look at that board state. Look at those swings. Like, this is juicy, chat. Like, this is that thick, nice, meaty, hard, throbbing Death Rattle Rogue all of you deserve.
Haste makes waste. You cannot escape the shadow of death.
Like, in one turn, for less than 10 mana, I put on like 25 stats on the board that can grow, and it blows up into more 5/5s.
Masterful, I concede.
Absolutely fucking disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Fucking. Oof. Alright, let's do a couple more and then I'm gonna go play WoW. Then it is WoW time. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Maiev versus Illyria.
Tremble before the might of the elves. None can escape my fury.
What does this deck lose to? Aggro decks. This deck gets slaughtered by aggro decks. You were playing Egg Hunter this whole time. It turns out it was supposed to be Egg Rogue. Well, the only reason this deck works is because of Necrom Vile and Mechanical Whelp.
Hello, Wanderer.
And Zell. If Zill wasn't in this deck, we would have lost. But ever since I was like trying to include Zill, like we've been absolutely fucking brutal noodling these fools. Aya cubed has turned into egg cubed. Or egg or mechanical whelp cubed. However you want to put it. Egg hunter versus egg rogue. Oh, that was a mistake on me. Yeah, maybe it wasn't. I just might be dead. I didn't want to use the backstab chat because this turn I want to be able to backstab Cold Blood Minstrel.
What to do?
Pop hitting me in the face. If he has a weak turn here, I can use that. That's really good.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
That was the best clear I was going to be able to make. Yeah, I'm dead. He even has the bow. Yikes. Definitely a big yikes. Got it. Now my only hope is I draw my, if I draw Zill, I can come back. Always on the Zill. I mean, granted, if he has kill command, I'm dead too, but.
That belongs in a museum.
Yo, Zill top deck. Ah. There's a clear here. So I have to... Yeah, I have to abyss this. That's 4, 6, 7.
Welcome to my web.
Technically, I'm alive at 1 HP. Alright. I can draw Zill right here. We're still in it. He needs 1 damage. Not Huffer? Ah, alright, we're at 1. Alright, come on, Zill. Come on, Zill. Because if I can go Zill, I can Valera at the turn after. Like, we actually have a chance here. Zill, 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 Zill. No, we're 1 turn off Valera. No, chat, no. We were so close. So far away. We actually would have had it. We had the board. We took over the board, chat. We had Valera in hand, just no Zill. That's why the heal is so important and why we didn't want to take so much early damage. That's what this deck is weak to, is early damage, and then we just can't recover from it. Even though we get bored every time, we'll lose to damage because we have no taunts and no heals. All right, I'm gonna go switch over to WoW. That was a nice little 2.5 hours of Hearthstone.